Sunday mornings from 10 to 11 on WNN at 800-827-RATE. 800-827-RATE or visit them online at newamericanfunding.com. NMLS 6606.
This is Talk 1470.
Talk 1470.
WNN. Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
For almost 10 years, I've been a lineman for the power company. It's hard work up here on the wires, long, dangerous hours. And at times like this, when storms roll through, I really appreciate how much people rely on me. I know that service is important. That's why I also serve in the Coast Guard Reserve. In the Coast Guard Reserve, our crews respond to rising floodwaters in the Midwest, oil spills in the Gulf of Mexico, and disasters like the Haiti earthquake. The Coast Guard Reserve is a challenge I gladly take on because my country needs me. It has a lot in common with my full-time career, and just like other first responders, firemen, police officers, and EMTs, we do our best work when things are their worst. I have no doubt I was born for this.
If you were born ready to give more to your country, the Coast Guard Reserve is ready for you. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
Sponsored by the United States Coast Guard in cooperation with the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am, and I am that I am here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. You're driving home right now from your day at the office, day at work, day at school, shuttling around, soccer practice, baseball practice, whatever you're doing right about now. Or maybe you're snowed in up in the Northeast. It's a little chilly up there, and I heard the snow is mounting. Stay tuned in, because we are going to, well, turn up the spiritual heat. We are going to connect to all the angels and all the guides, and we're going to bring you messages here live and connect to all that is important to you and your highest good. And we are answering your questions here tonight, and I am dedicated to answer as many questions, that's right, as many questions as possible right here live on air at 1-888-565-1470 and right there live on Facebook and Periscope. We're not going to forget you. You've got a comment, you've got a question, pop it on in there. We'll be taking a look at Periscope and sharing in the experience with all of you. And I want to thank everyone who came to our event on Friday night. We had Michael Murdad in the house, and it was a full house. And we learned about intimacy and relationships. And it was such a spectacular class. And Michael really gave us some wonderful tips on how to govern our relationships and be a better partner and be a better person in all of our relationships, not just those love relationships, because every day we're forming relationships. Well, all of us here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, we too are forming relationships, and we've built a bond. And I do believe that tonight is my 427th live show. We've been going since May 2009, and we keep going and going and going and going and going. I said to someone, well, when am I going to retire? They're like, I don't know about that, Sarah. So I don't know. I want to hear some feedback from you all on Facebook. Hi, Lily. Hi, Helena. Hi, Brenda. Good to see everyone. I want to give a very special shout out. I have Mariana in Tampa listening, and she's listening on Periscope. And right by her side is her daughter, Allison. And Allison is a spectacular dancer. So I want to send all my love to Allison. Thank you, Allison, for following the show. She is one of my loyal little girl followers, and she listens to the show every Wednesday that she can, and she even comes to visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. That's a long way to drive to buy her crystal and hang with Sarah Spiritual, but she comes to see me, and I want to thank you so much, Allison, for sharing your love and your gifts with me. I love interacting with you. And hi, Lily Gonzalez. Thank you for your Facebook message. I just love all the messages that I receive. And I was so blessed to meet one of my radio listeners last week. And it was so wonderful because she came for a reading, and she said that I had answered her question live on air, and she wanted to come meet me in person. And so that was a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. She was actually at the Michael Murdad class. And then I had another one sit with me for a personal session. And she came and she said, well, I listened to the show, and I want to thank you for all the information that you share with everyone. And I want to thank her because she gave me a card of gratitude. That just touched my heart. I just love getting feedback from all of you. And it really, well, it kind of keeps all this going because we are creating energy. We're creating a shift. And I invite you to be a part of the Sarah Spiritual Shift. We are shifting consciousness. We are shifting energy. And together we are helping each other. Do you know that when you ask your question, even if you think it's personal just to you, you actually are representing so many other people who are listening who maybe are not brave enough to pick up the phone and call in. Or maybe they were thinking that all day, and bam, there you are, right there, asking the question, and someone says, holy crow, I was just thinking that. I really needed to know that answer. I'm so glad that so-and-so called. So it's not just, I assist you. You are assisting me, and we're assisting everyone all across the globe. everywhere across the world, anyone who can hear us on Facebook and Periscope, anyone who's listening live on AM and FM, and let's not forget iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and all the other radio apps that there are that bring us all together. So we're creating a wave of energy, a wave of love. The angels, well, they're universal beings. They are light beings and they transcend time. But we are spiritual beings. We seem to lose ourselves in this human experience, but we're spiritual beings. And as spiritual beings, we can travel through the energy fields as well. And we can connect with love. Love is the power, is the energy, is the shift that we want to make. The more love that we put out, the more energy that we share with everyone across the globe, better world this will be. You know, I know that so many of us are looking for changes. We're looking at changes in so many different ways, so many different areas, in our government, in society, in our healthcare system. We're looking for changes. But I want you to remember that change begins with you. So I invite you to make the shifts and the adjustments, because you feel that maybe one person, just little old you sitting in your house, can't change what you see unfolding before you in the news or in your community, in your town, in the world. But when you shift your energy, when you align yourself with your divine purpose, when you master your thoughts and your emotions and restore inner peace, that peace that we all were born with that somehow got left on the street somewhere. When we find that inner peace, when we remove angst and anxiety, and we stay connected in that oneness of the Creator and Source, then that ripple effect has the power to soften the hearts of those who are closed off, soften the hearts of those who aren't listening, opening their ears, and giving them the ability through love to hear. We can make the change. And that's why I show up here every Wednesday night. I love answering your calls. I love connecting to Source. I love messages from our spirit guides and our angels and our loved ones that pop through. But I come here every Wednesday night to be with all of you so that we can make the shift. We can make the change our lives, see things in a different perspective, realize that although we're in dark, murky waters, that this too shall pass, and realize that in the end, everything does work out. And everything, even those things we do not understand, and some have been really rough for many of my listeners, in the end it happens for a reason. And it's for us to realize that we have this power, this ability to create and collaborate. The angels are always with you. How many of you can find a feather somewhere and go, wow, this wasn't here a minute ago. Where did this come from? How many of you get signs from your angels? How many of you look at a license plate and you see a word and you're like, oh my God, that means something to me? Or maybe you see repetitive numbers, 1111, 444, 333. I know driving here, I was on 441, heading south. And as I was driving, I look over. I was on the phone, hands-free talking, of course. And I'm on the phone, and I'm talking in my car, people looking and going, who is that woman talking to? And I look over and I see 333 in the middle of this business conversation. I'm thinking, wow, the Ascended Masters are with me. I almost said it out loud. Lucky for me, the person I was talking to, had I said that to them, they would have known exactly what I was talking about. But not everybody would. Could you imagine if I was at one of my big corporate meetings going, 333, the angels are with us? They'd be like, 333, we need to get her out of here. So think about it. Where are your messages coming from? What are the signs? How do the angels align with you? And what do they want you to know? You don't have to do what I do to know what they want you to know. You just have to be still. You have to hit the button. Right there. Right there. Push the button, hit stop, hit pause, go ahead, you know what to do. Stop that brain. Yes, indeed. Stop it. Right there, hit stop, pause, wait, whoa, Nelly. Let's calm down the brain. And let's give the angels and our guides, our master teachers, our loved ones on the other side, a chance to get a word in edgewise. Some days, well, the mind is like the Indy 500, just racing around. Personally, I like sports cars, so that's kind of cool. But it does get a little tiring, doesn't it? Doesn't it get tiring when you have to think about everything, figure out everything? Especially those of us who have a busy schedule. I know, everyone thinks I'm so busy, right? I have a busy schedule. I just love going from thing to thing. I love multitasking. But for some of us, that can be a little overwhelming. And sometimes you're containing everything you have to do, and maybe there's so much going on with your family. Maybe there's not enough of you to go around. I can relate to that sometimes. And you're really looking for guidance from the angels. You've got to stop. You've got to hit the pause button and be still. Because what your angels want you to know is that they're always with you. And that they're never going to leave you. You simply have to ask. Ask for the assistance. Ask them to be right there by your side and give you a clue. And sometimes I get a little firm with them. And I say, listen, guys, I need some evidence. I need some big evidence so I know that you're with me. I know that you're listening. And beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's not just some coincidence. You know, because there are some people who say to me, oh, Sarah, that's just a coincidence. You know, those things happen. And I go, really? Well, then I have a lot of coincidences. So maybe you think they're coincidences. Maybe you're driving in your car and you happen to land on WWNN or 1100 AM in Atlanta. And you're like, what is this woman talking about? Well, there are things that you could call a coincidence. But then, I guess I get real lucky because I get a lot of coincidences. And the more you ask for evidence, the more you ask for the angels to show you, I'm with you. I am right by your side. I've got you. They're going to deliver faster than dominoes sometimes. Right there like Johnny on the spot. They will give you what you need. And you'll get the answer. Or you'll get that idea. You know, everyone who hangs with me, my friends, and the people who work with me, they get a little nervous when I say this one statement. Matter of fact, anyone who knows me probably just took a breath. Oh no, she's not going to say that. Sometimes I look at them and I go, I've got an idea. And they just shake their head. They go, oh no. Because when I have an idea, everyone here in this room will tell you too. I say I have an idea, stuff starts to happen. Why does it start to happen? Because that idea is already in my energy field. Your ideas don't just pop in because you ain't got nothing else to think about. Those ideas pop in your head because it's a prompting. It's a push. It's take a look over here. What if you tried this? You know, sometimes we are so fixated on what's not working. We're so fixated on how stuck we are, stagnant, or where our lack is, or what physical pain is in our body, that all our mind can do, is be drawn to that experience. The mind just knows what it's programmed to feel, programmed to know. It's not going to look and say, well, let's see what the probabilities are that a coincidence or some miraculous happening is just going to vanish this pain from my body, or what are the odds of? Well, the mind may do the calculations, but the true shift in consciousness, the true shift in creating anything and taking you out of whatever the circle is that you wish to leave so that you can create something new is a feeling. And the angels communicate with us with feelings. You know, when you feel happy and peppy and bursting with joy and all excited, that means that you're in that oneness, that energy, that childlike wonderment. God says, be like a child. That innocence, that fun. The angels are always closest when we're having fun. You can feel them. Now, that doesn't mean that when you're in a corner just having a meltdown, because we've all been there, that they're not there. But they're there, but they can't communicate with us in the same way because we're not in a vibration that's high enough to really, really hear and feel them. When we're down, that vibration is even more removed from source, more removed from where we come from and who we really are, because we're wallowing in the experience of the physicality. And the angels are trying to just pull us out of there and say, look over here. Come on, let's go. But we want to feel what we feel. And sometimes the only feeling we can feel is, well, the disappointment, the angst, the uncomfortableness. And we're so used to being in that mode sometimes that it's hard to break out of that. Because the minute something starts to go off track, I know some of you feel this way. I hear this every day. Things start to go off track, Sarah, and I'm like, well, here we go again. This is going to be bad. And that's what you begin to expect, because you feel as if you've had a series of things that have slowed you down. Maybe you've lost a job several times. Maybe you're having difficulties in relationships. Maybe you have conflict in family. Well, quite a few of you do. Whatever the disconnect is, as we feel that disconnect, sometimes we begin to attract more and more of that, and we focus our attention on that. Some of you are in relationships that, if we stop focusing on what's not working and focused on the love and the fact that it can work and it is working in some areas, we may not have to break up. We don't need someone singing breaking up is hard to do, because it can all come together if we focus on where our heart is, where the center of the angel communication really begins. Sure, it's great that I can just bring down a message and go, here, look, this is what the angels say. But tonight, together, let's tune in, tap into those spirit guides and angels. But what I'd really love to know is that you're not just listening for the answer. I really would love to know that you're feeling it with me. That together, hand to hand, energy to energy, heart to heart, soul to soul, we are remembering that we are all connected here on earth, and we are always connected to the angels and the guides. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come back and come to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling, too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Because you know that you know. Did you call me with your soul? This is Sarah Spiritual live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM and 1100 AM in Atlanta. Thank you for joining us here all across the nation on iHeartRadio. We are so excited to answer your calls. We're getting messages. We're getting messages from angels, from guides, and we are connecting and answering all of your life's questions. You got a question? Somewhere we're going to get an answer. We're going to go up, we're going to pull down an answer, and we're going to share with you what's for your highest good. And I ask that you give me a question that's near and dear to your heart so we can assist you. And with that said, I am going to the phone lines, and you know how this works. I start taking calls, lines free up. So write the number down, 1-888-565-1470. That's the number, and we are going to go right to the phone lines. I've got Pembroke Pines, and I have Denise on the line. Denise, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Denise, and how are you?
Good. I have two concerns. One is my husband. He hasn't been feeling well, and I don't know if there's something going on there other than his newest condition. He feels like maybe there is, but maybe it's just a coincidence that he's just, one thing has nothing to do with the other, but he's thinking it does.
Well, that's the nurse in you talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me look at this. He's on medications, though. This is true?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I hear from Spirit is there's something with the medicine. Okay. So something in the medicine is maybe not interacting with him well. Totally different, two totally different things. One has nothing to do with the other. But I don't believe he's making it up, Denise. And by that, I mean being paranoid or
no,
like...
I don't think he's making it up either. I don't think he's making it up. I just, trying to make him understand.
Okay. But the angels say that he needs to follow up with something because something is out of alignment. Okay? So let's take him to see someone and just let's run another check. Okay? To be sure. Because what I'm also feeling around your husband is I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling like a sense of, mortality. And this is exacerbating. It's making him nervous. He's like, I'm 1 minute I thought I was healthy and retiring and going to have a good time, and now I don't feel well. And this is something that's causing a lot of disruption in him as well. And it's because he's focusing on the disconnect and the dissatisfaction of where he is in his physical health right now. He's paying attention to every nuance and everything that doesn't feel well, okay? And he's noticing it. Whereas before, when he thought he was invincible, I am Superman, he didn't feel anything. Now he's feeling everything. But it's not to poo-poo it. And Spirit says, don't poo-poo it. Because there seems to be something to what he's saying, and it requires something, an adjustment or something. I'm not a doctor, cannot give medical advice, but I do see it's important for him to continue and follow up with this, all right? And what is your other concern, Denise?
My other concern is, again, with the business, it's my Palm Beach office is doing great, but Broward is very quiet, and I'm very concerned because the patients aren't coming through like they used to, so there's such a twist.
Well, it's temporary. Let me get you into the month of April, but I'm going to give you a suggestion here. I really suggest that you stand in that office and you say, I am the commanding energy bringing forth business through this door. Everything is in perfect alignment. I'm the commanding energy bringing business forth in this door. Everything is in perfect alignment. And I would suggest that you read the 23rd Psalm every day to shift the energy and clear. I feel that you're trying too hard in your mind and you're focusing too much on what's not there instead of remembering that just like a second from now, the whole thing can change. Because you have this power in you. Every time you set your mind to something, it comes together. But right now, your mind is focused on what's not happening. Focus on what you've accomplished. Focus on what it feels like when you're busy. And also realize that there's a part of this job, this work that you're doing, that you are spreading too thin. So you may want to take notice to maybe the universe is saying, hey, you know what, you need a break here. And I know you're saying, yes, but I've got expenses because I've got 2 locations. But the secondary location, the Broward location, it's temporary that. But maybe you need to look at how you run that now in this downtime. It gives you the time to look at things a little differently. Remember, the angels and the guides, they speak to us in the silence. They speak to us in a way that's not filled with the chatter. All right?
Okay.
So work through that, all right, my dear? Yes.
Well, what I wanted to tell you is on a positive note, my stepdaughter has come around full circle, and she's even asked us to come and stay and watch the kids, which, remember I had said, we never have, and, she has really come all the way around, and it's a beautiful thing, so I just wanted to share that.
Yes, and you know what? Just hold that energy and just trust that but where there's love, there can be no resistance. All right?
Exactly.
And 7/16, it's coming, honey. Okay? We came close. All right, the last night that I gave it to you, it came close. I think we had 2 of the numbers, right? So stay with that because it hasn't come in a while.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share something with you. Every number that I'm saying seems to be coming up in the pick 4, so you might want to go 7661 or 7061. You might want to try pick 4. Hey, everyone, we could use a few $1,000s, don't you think? I know somebody here in the room with me would be very excited to have that happen. Yes, indeed. So, all right, Denise?
Yes. Thank you so much
You're
again,
welcome.
Sarah.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you and
Okay.
your family. All right, keep me posted.
Bye. I will. Thanks. All right. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. Going to continue staying right with the phone lines. And if those Facebook questions are building up, I see some people making messages there. I can't wait to answer your questions. But for now, you know what? I got to go to Hollandale. I got someone on the line in Hollandale. We got to see what's going on with Joey. Joey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely fabulous, Joey. And how can the angels, the guides, and I assist you tonight?
Okay, I've been doing some work. I'm having trouble with a creditor. I had a credit card stolen, and they're not believing my claim. I'm challenging them, plus I'm also doing a psalm, kind of like a victory, to help work with it.
Yes.
Am I on the right track? I mean, I think they made a mistake. I've never had somebody have me make a police report on it.
It is normal now. That is part of the process to make a police report.
Okay.
And that is a normal process because that's, I guess so many people have abused this process as well as it's going on so often that, we need to cross our T's and dot our I's. But Spirit does tell me to tell you to read Psalms 32 and 34. This will make your conversation heard more clearly, more specifically, and have more empathy from the people on the other side in that credit card company so that they go, oh, Joey, we are on your side. Yes, indeed. We see here that everything's documented. We are just going to clear this for you, and we're going to pursue it on our end. Thanks so much for doing business with our credit card. I want you to hear that conversation, and I want you to read Psalm 32 and 34 every day until this is resolved. This will give you quite a good response from them. People listen, when you read that psalm.
Yes, no, I took the route of the Psalms. I felt that there was I researched one on victory, and I'm staying as positive as possible, although it's kind of tensing.
But I'm giving you a very specific recipe, Joey. Very specific recipe, 32 and 34. Read whatever else you're reading, but those two really, really draw in a result that is powerful. When I was in my business world, I used to read that before I picked up the phone.
Really? That's great.
Absolutely. I just sit right there reading. People are like, what is she doing? I was reading. I'm like, I could be calling and having long conversations, or I could be praying for a few minutes and picking up the phone. I was kind of preferring praying, okay? So I feel like this is going to be resolved. I'm also seeing Archangel Zachiel stepping up with you, okay?
You hit the nail on the head. I was thinking, well, where's Zachiel? I was just thinking before I even called today. I said, Zachiel, where are you today?
Well, he's right there. He must have heard you because I didn't know you were thinking about him. But Zachiel steps up. He's here to help you on the journey, the enlightenment, transformation, resolution of karma. It is time to pass it up, move it on, and keep the party going. And this is an important time for you.
The party going and business going and clearing. And I go, I don't need this obstacle at this moment in time.
Yes, everything's getting cleared for you, Joey. You're really on a good track right now, okay? And I'm also being led to share with you, Joey, that you have movement coming. I see a move. Not yet. And not at the effect of something that you don't want. I see you creating and collaborating with Source, a beautiful, wonderful move. So I feel like there's some purchase or something that's going to come for you. Not yet. But it's coming in the energy. And I love when things come in the energy because I can see it, I can feel it, I can taste it. Okay?
God bless your spirit, because I've been feeling it, but I've been feeling, don't hurry yet. Just keep, I think I mentioned the decluttering, and now everything looks beautiful and clean. And it just basically makes the space welcoming. And I'm going to continue to enjoy my place where I live at, but I feel like I'm moving, but it's not yet. I don't know where it's at. I don't.
Absolutely. Yes, you're right. Absolutely
you're
right,
special,
Joey.
Sarah. You're so special. I hope that you know that.
Thank you.
You never retire, because you enjoy what you do. When you're enjoying what you're doing, you're not really working.
No, I'm not really. I'm not really working. I'm just showing up here and just letting everybody else do the work. I just show up, right? That's all I can do.
Yes, I've been feeling it and not trying to concentrate because I can do a little bit of anxiety. I want it now.
Right. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, because so many of our listeners, they feel the same way. We're kind of like, hey, I want it now. Well, now may not be in our best interest, but in the perfect time, And the more that we are ready for what we desire, you know, sometimes we want something, I want it now. I've been known to throw a couple of temper tantrums myself. But what happens is that when you say, I want it now, and now is not the most ideal time, you're not ready for it. There's not the receptivity. There's some resistance within self. And then we get there, and it's a struggle. So we want it to be done with ease and grace, kind of like a ballet.
I totally agree. And sometimes, like, I'll wait between shows, even though I love to listen to you, but I notice that there's things that have to happen before what you said happen, and then they do happen.
Good. Well, good to know they happen.
I'm giving testimonial about that. I noticed that there's things. I always know there's things that's not going to happen, so I don't stay there focusing, okay, this is going to happen. I'll kill it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just know that there's things that have to be done sometimes.
Right. And you have to let it go. You need to let it come to you. The best things come to you.
Let it go. Let the angels do their work. It's going to trickle down.
Yes. All right, Joey, thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you for your question. And I'm sending you all the blessings from the angels in the world. All right, thank you.
Likewise, I do.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Keeping with our questions here live on air, 1-888-565-1470. And then we're going to Facebook. But I've got someone by the name of Debbie. And Debbie, she is in Fort Lauderdale. Let's see what's going on with Debbie. Debbie, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Sarah. And you?
I'm doing great, Debbie. And how can Spirit and I and the angels and the guides assist you?
Well, Sarah, me and my sister and my brother, we haven't seen you for a while now, but we used to come up there to get your reversing spray after our last talk that we had with, family situation with witchcraft.
Yes.
So we was thinking, we was away from it because, my mom's been gone since 2010, so we all came to agreement and just said, we're not going to deal with her family no more because that where the issue was coming from.
Right.
So, us still having my mom heart. So I seen my auntie, 2 weeks ago, and then, she was, on the streets and stuff. And she was like, you know what, Debbie, I'm hungry. Can you, help me out? So I was like, auntie, this is my last $5, huh? So I never thought anything of it, And then my brother, when he gets drunk, it's like another person enter into him, and he just go ahead and talk. So my sister noticed the other night, she picked him up, and he just started talking whenever you guys see auntie, don't give her anything.
All right, I'm going to pause you right there. Number one, no one can do unto you that which you do not allow. Remember what you did. You took $5. She said she was hungry. You gave her the $5. You gave it to her in the energy of truth, light, and love. Okay?
Right.
If she has bad intentions, if her thoughts and her energy is that, you don't have anything and that she wants you to suffer, or whatever her thoughts are, which we can never know another person's thoughts, we're not responsible for their thoughts, then that is on her. And it's for us to hold her in the vision of light that she only sees good, that she only sees happiness. And I say this to anyone across the globe that has conflict with someone. We have to only see the light. We have to only see the love. And if we cannot agree, then we agree to disagree and step aside and let it be and hold the vision for them to come to a better place. And sometimes people don't agree for a very specific reason because we're not meant to agree. Because we cannot see it in the same light, because our realities are always different. My perception of reality, your perception of reality, your auntie's perception of reality, totally different. All right? Now, is it important for you to always call upon your angels and your guides to protect you? Not out of fear, but just because we want their energy so near and dear to us, right by our sides. Yes, it is. And you know what? Your brother, when he's drinking, he's lowering his vibration. So he's just saying any random thing that comes into his head. And people have been known. Thoughts are energy, words are energy, and actions are energy. People have been known to deliberately conjure up and send bad vibes to people. It happens. We're people. People are known to do something in the physical, punch someone in the face. These are things that happen. It's an expression of energy. Your job is to say, you know what? Fooled me once, fooled me twice, you're not fooling me again. I am surrounded by light. Nothing can really touch you. And the purpose of all of my products is to give you a tangible, tactical tool, something to assist you in focusing your mind on this can't touch me. This can't be in my circle. I'm in the circle of light. Doesn't matter what anyone's thinking. Doesn't matter what anyone's saying. I am a divine, powerful being, surrounded by angels, surrounded by God. Source works right through me. I'm the vessel of God. So if someone has something going on, I'm going to allow them to work that out for themselves. I will stay centered in who I am and navigate my blips on my personal screen of reality and work to be the best person I can be. So whatever's going on there, you gave from your heart, honey. And I would never tell anyone, because then I could say, well, hey, I gave the guy on the corner the other day money when I was stopped at the light. Does that mean that he's going to send me bad vibes because I have a car and he's walking on the street and has a backpack and has nowhere to sleep? No. And even if he's running a scam, even if that isn't the case, I've heard stories where people are like, well, no, they walk around behind the building, they get in their Mercedes and they're sitting there getting money. Whatever their story is, when you give from the heart, no one can corrupt the energy of love. Nobody. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yes.
But I do hope you pop on up to the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Throw the family in the car. Come on up. We've got some incredible products.
We was going to come up there today, but I told my friend, because she came up there with us a couple of times. I was like, oh, no, today's Wednesday. She's going to be on the radio. We might not even see her.
Exactly. I'm so glad you guys know my schedule.
We'll go on the weekend.
Yes, pop on up on a Saturday. We're there on a Friday and visit. If nothing else, we'll suggest some things to assist you on the journey. Or if you want to book in advance, you can always book an appointment. Lord knows I don't know where my schedule is, but all right, Debbie?
Sarah,
yes.
I wanted to ask you, I had just got a job offer as a laboratory assistant, but it's per diem. Do you see it going like full-time anytime soon?
Yes, I do.
I do. Start March 20th.
I do. And that's great. You're starting March 20th. It's in the beginning of just as we're coming into retrograde, but let's just get it going. Focus, pay attention.
I'm thankful because I'm finally, to have a job now.
Yeah, and you will. In the moment of now, everything's aligning in the divine order for abundance in all areas of life. In the moment of now, you're in perfect alignment with abundance. Everything you desire is coming to you. That's the feeling. You feel that when I say that to you. You feel that the energy of the angels. In the moment of now, I am aligned with Source. My angels and guides are with me. When we feel that, when we say that, that's how we create the energy that supports and sustains that which is for our highest good. Feel that feeling. Don't say, oh, it's been a while since I've been there, and oh my God, and it's a per diem. Do you really think it's going to happen? Girl, do you think it's going to happen?
Yeah, I'm holding on to it.
Hold on to it, but don't hold on in fear. Hold on with your arms open and say, okay, great, God, you gave me this. Give me more.
Amen.
Okay? Give me more. All right, sweetheart, thank you for reconnecting with us.
Sarah.
Thank you, honey. God bless you, and give my love to your family. And you know what? Last $5 is the best $5 you could ever give away, because then it's going to come back tenfold. All right?
Amen.
All right, God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go to Facebook. I think we've got some action going on Facebook, and I don't want to leave you guys alone. And hi, Periscope. We're going to check on Periscope before. Let's see. We've got Dominique, and she has an interview tomorrow afternoon with a great company. Does Spirit have any messages for me on this interview? First of all, Spirit says, listen clearly to the question. Breathe. Repeat the question in your mind and feed it back. Come prepared with a list of questions you may have for the interviewer. Really know the background to the company. I feel that they're going to love your spirit and your insight and your wonderful personality, Dominique. And I feel that it's going to be a great interview. There should be a series of 2 to 3 interviews connected with this particular position. And we're going to hold the space. Be sure to put in the Facebook Messenger the time of the interview, and I will be sure to hold the space for you and do a prayer for you so that we can be sure that we hold it in the highest regard with your angels and your guides. And Archangel Michael, Dominique, is very close around you. He's been assisting you in some of the work that you've been doing, and I have Gabriel as well assisting you with musical creativity. I trust we've been of assistance to you, Dominique. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I want to go right back to Facebook because we've got some questions mounting there. And be sure to shoot us a question on Facebook and give us your birthday or call in to our station at 1-888-565-1470. Yes, I have a very special question, and Shabani is on, and Sarah, my date of birth, and I've got it. Any messages for Spirit has for me? Yes, Shabani, I have to tell you that Spirit wants you to know the angels and guides have been working with you on your articulation. I have communication being a very big, prominent aspect that you've been working with and really communicating the essence of who you are. Spirit is showing me that you're making advancement in communication, creativity, and on the big stage. They're telling me, Shabani, that you're getting ready to make a shift, not just for your passion and your career in public speaking, public performance, but also in your work career. I'm feeling that in the months to come, there will be another job opportunity that's going to be more flexible and give you much greater rewards for the work that you do. So you've got a lot of great things on the horizon. Looking forward to May 1st for you for some reason. Write that down, Shabani. May 1st, going to open up some new portals of energy. A lot of fast-moving, great happening things. Thank you so much, Shabani, for your Facebook question. And we're going to go back to Facebook one more time before we take our break. And let's see. Oh, we've got Sorali Strange on, and she's wondering if I have any messages for her today. All right. She says, thank you, and I thank you for your question, Sorali. Let's see. So, let's see here. We've got, well, they're talking about finances for you. They're telling me that the money has been kind of tight. We've been stretching it through. I'm seeing increase for you, and they take me into the time of March 25th and on. They're telling me that there's some increase as far as additional work for you, I guess a side job or some side project or some extra work for your job. This is going to bring in extra revenue, but they're also telling me that you have been spending a lot more time talking to your angels, and the angels are with you. Your guardian angel is with you and assisting you. And I'm also seeing that you are supposed to be writing down some of your thoughts, some of your ideas. In the laws of attraction and manifestation, specificity will be really important for you right now. Write down in the next 3 months what you want to create, a lot of positive movement coming for you, and financial increase. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I thank you all for your questions here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and I welcome you to call 1-888-565-1470. But for now, we are going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to take more calls and more Facebook questions. Let's share the feed, share the Facebook activity. Let's tell everyone we are one with our angels and our guides tonight. And I'm just so excited to bring you all your messages. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Tune in for Barry's Supplement Hour with Keith Nevins every weekday morning at 11 a.m. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
in the world. I'm perfectly aligned with my destiny.
Yes, indeed. I am that I am, and I am perfectly aligned with my destiny. How about you? How's that destiny looking? A little bit too far off in the distance? Not quite sure where it is? Oh, my goodness. Get out a pen. I am the person who is creating, collaborating with the universe, and I bring forth to myself all these opportunities that fulfill my destiny and all my desires. Did you get that? You have to put the power and the energy in, and you have to ask the angels and the guides for assistance, and that's exactly what we are doing tonight. We are connecting. I've got to go to Illinois. We've got Tammy on the line. Miss Tammy, how are you?
Well, I am good, Sarah. How are you? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Good to hear your voice. Thank you for staying connected to us. I know you're always following us on Facebook, and I want to thank you for that. Thank you for sharing the love and staying connected with us.
Yes.
What's your question?
I'm going to ask you this question that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh, here we go. Why do I think I know?
Is there any change?
I know. We got a lost puppy out there somewhere. I don't know. Let me see. Yes. So if I recall correctly, he has left the area and he's in another location, yes? And we have he's in another relationship, yes? He's on his second relationship, yes? That's not going to last, by the way. He's got a new job. Spirit tells me he's got a new job where he is as well, yes? Are you familiar with what's going on with him?
Yes, he's got a new job.
Okay. But I don't feel
Does that
like
last?
You know, that can last, but I don't feel like the relationship is lasting. And I don't feel like he's staying in touch with the children. You see, that kind of makes me feel like a little down, okay, energetically. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't really feel like he's really looking out for them and staying in contact with them. Is that true?
That is true.
All right. It's like he cut them off like nobody exists anymore. Like that was an old life and he just went off to his new life and Tammy who? Family who? I don't know. So
that is true.
He's kind of shut himself down. And what I'm seeing here, Tammy, is that he is not really setting this intention of coming back right now. He's not. He really felt like he needed a whole new start. And if you remember, Spirit was suggesting, come on, Tammy, go out. Time for you to meet people, meet some new people, feel better about yourself. This was a good wake-up call for you in one way, that you would focus on loving yourself. You were too busy towards the end trying to keep everything together that you lost yourself. And Archangel Chamuel is the angel of love, and Archangel Chamuel brings true love for you. And that's not to diminish the love that you had with this man, because it was a long-term relationship, 19, 20 years, something like that. And it was a long-term connectivity. But there's something more complete. There's something better for you. If you are open and receptive to it, it will come. And it is going to come in a short time. And I really applaud you. I know it was very hard. It's like a death. It's like a loss to lose someone that you're with for so many years and not even feel like you saw it coming. Looking back, I know that you see and recognize some of the disconnect and the moments where there was some signs, but there's really nothing that you could have done differently to change it, because his season with you has passed, honey. And there's a new season coming. It's not to look back, it's to look forward into what is coming. The aspect that you need to spend some time with the children and make sure that they understand that, you know, they are loved and that he's going through his life shift. And sometimes we can't take everybody with us, even though that hurts other people. You have to just let them know it's not personal to them at this time. It is just something he's going through. Because I feel like it's really hit hard with your son. Does that make sense to you?
It does, very much so.
Yeah. Your son's angry is how Spirit makes me feel. Yes?
Very much.
Yes. And so...
He's very.
He's angry, he's disappointed, he he doesn't feel that any of you deserve that. And sometimes we don't understand the motives behind someone and their choices. And you have to share that with him. And he is entitled to his opinion, and that is his truth, and that's how he feels. But it's for him to heal that energy within, so he's not holding that anger, because it's only going to disrupt him moving forward in life for his schooling and his goals. And I feel like he's been setting some goals. Is there some major movement he's making in school right now?
He is going Monday for his GED test.
Great, great.
Does he pass?
He should pass. He should pass. Yeah.
Good.
He's put his time in. You know, I just see the movement forward. I see he's been putting the strides and the time in. So this is a beautiful thing that he has chosen to catch up so that he can have a new life for himself. All right.
Yes.
I hope I've been of some service to you, Tammy, yes?
Do you have a lucky pick 3 number for me?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me dial up. I love numbers. Hold on. I have here 173.
173.
Yep. 3, and you can play it 317 or 173. I like that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sarah.
You're welcome, Tammy. Keep us posted, honey. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines. And I welcome your phone calls here live on Spiritually Speaking of Sarah. Heard live on WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3, and 1100 AM in Atlanta. And I've got to go to Jillian. Jillian, she is in Boca. Jillian, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Jillian. And how can Spirit and I assist you? What messages can we give you from the angels and the guides?
Well, I would like to know what characteristics or characters I should change about myself, especially when it comes to my work life or like my work future, because sometimes I just don't know if I have enough guidance or if I'm doing what I need to be doing or if I need to go to a different kind of job.
Okay. You are doing what you need to do. You are in this moment of uncertainty because you're doubting your abilities. Is this true, my dear?
Yes.
Okay. So I bring in Archangel Gabriel to assist you. Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication. Do you deal with communicating with people, honey, and creativity? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I have this communication, and to ask Archangel Gabriel to assist you with everything that you do and say in the areas of creativity, in the areas of communication. I feel as if you are still caught up. They tell me that this has been a pattern for you for the past 3-4 months, since right before the end of the year. You're comparing yourself. You're comparing yourself to everyone else. And there's a uniqueness about you, a beauty about you that's so powerful that you want to embrace that. You want to embrace that energy and recognize who you are, not compare yourself. I understand in the industry that you're in the job that you're in, it's highly competitive, Spirit tells me, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that's where you're feeling that you're not measuring up. But I see you in the forefront of all of this. I feel like this is a rough patch. It's a test for you to know how much you believe in yourself and where you are in this work. This is a place that you don't have to stay forever in this particular location. Is this associated with a program or school or something?
Well, it was an internship, but I actually just wanted to go. I was thinking of applying somewhere up north.
Okay.
For a network, like a news network.
All right. Then move forward in that, all right? But don't compare yourself. You know, you're comparing yourself to the work that everyone else is doing. And Spirit's saying that you're not feeling like you fit into the clique. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't always have to fit into the clique. We have to be our own person. And this is teaching you to be your own person. And you're looking to go to a major network up north, yes? To work for them, yes?
Yes.
Okay. New York City area, please? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's where I see you going. All right? I see you going to New York City. And we're going to make that move because we know people in New York, yes? Is that true, Jillian? There's people that you know there?
Well, I have family.
Yes. Okay. So you're not going to a place where you know no one, okay? I'm not packing you up and sending you to the great city all by yourself, all right? And so you're going to go there and you're going to connect. And you're going to let some people help you along the way, all right? You don't have to do everything by yourself. You get a little stubborn, you know. We want to lighten that up, right? We want to just feel free to be who we are, and it's okay to have people assist you and to help you in things that you're doing. Changes are coming. This internship begins to wind down towards the end of April. Is there a timeline on this particular program that you're in?
No.
Okay. I see things winding down towards April.
Okay.
So set your intention to where you want to go, and then everything's going to come together. All right?
Okay. And I have another question.
Yes.
About my love life.
What's the question?
I guess, the person that I'm with right now, I just want to know, if, how that's going, because sometimes I don't feel like we
are connected. No, you're not connected all the time. You're not on the same page. Sometimes I see him shutting down. When is his birthday, please?
December 13th.
Okay.
1990. I don't know if it's 94, I believe.
I think it's 94. That's what I'm getting from Spirit, because I have a 4 connected to his name. When I look into his energy, I feel like he's kind of a free spirit in his own right, and he doesn't like to be tied down, weighed down. So I feel as if he's not always on track with the same things that you are. I don't know that he's going to move. I don't know that he's going to move to the city or in the New York City metro area. So these are some things that the relationship will face, but allow it to unfold and don't make choices based on just this relationship. Make choices that are for you, for your lifetime. All right?
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your question. All right. I trust I've been of service to you.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
Keep us in touch, Jillian, okay? God bless you. Bye.
Bye. God bless you too.
1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go to Kissimmee. I have Sandra on the line. Sandra, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Sandra. And how can Spirit and I assist you and the angels and the guys? What can we help you with?
I have a question. I have an adult son who has no relationship with his father, and that concerns me a lot.
Okay, let me see here.
And we have grandkids already.
Well, there seems to have been a disconnect about 18 months ago. Yes, there seems to be like a falling out. Does that make sense to you? Because Spirit says this is something in the recent years, in the recent 2 years, year and a half. They kind of placed me at the 18-month mark is where they put me. This makes sense, yes?
Yes.
Okay. What is your son's birthday, please?
February 13, 1983.
Okay. Husband's birthday?
His father's birthday is September 8th, 63.
63, okay. What I see here is that they always had something between them that would not quite click. Does that make sense to you? And the fact that now your son is his own person, he really doesn't want to beat to the drum of his father. And his father seems to be a little, I'm going to use the word rigid. Does that make sense? Rigid, stuck, stubborn. Everything has to be his way or the highway is how he makes me feel. All right, so the energy is tough and your son can't be his own person. And your son doesn't like to disappoint people. But at this point, he's kind of draw the line. I know it's of a concern because there's grandchildren involved. And I know you're thinking that, well, we're family. We're meant to all to be together. Everything's meant to be hunky-dory. But sometimes when personalities are not a vibrational match, it's actually detrimental to keep wishing and pushing them together. It's an evolution. There's a karmic contract between all of us. And between your son and his father, what I see is that they're almost adversarial at times in their relationship. And now your son has a voice.
Yes.
And he
was small, he couldn't voice
speak. Right. And so now this is years and years and years of accumulation of resentment and disappointment. And this is what I see around him. So I understand you want everyone to get along. And that's a wonderful vision to hold. But right now it's so important for your son to be his own man.
Yeah. No, I understand. His father got married, and the wife that he has right now, I get really bad vibes when I'm together with her. I haven't been together with them for 18 months, 2 years, or whatever, but she is in the middle of everything.
Okay. Well, she wants to be top banana. You know, she wants to be the hen, the rule in the roost. So throw some chicken feed in, let her have a party in her hen house. And you know what? Do what you need to do to be cordial when we are in a family gathering, because you understand that it's not personal, okay? It's personal in the way that she's not feeling good about herself, and she feels like she needs to kind of hedge her bets and keep everybody off guard so that she can do what she wants. But that is your ex's life, all right? That's his story. That's not your story. So it's just to kind of tie things together. What I feel is that you have a whole new journey is how they tell me, this whole new picture that I'm seeing unfolding for you. I'm made aware that this is like we're getting ready for a lot of personal expansion in your life. Just when you think you're slowing some things down, there's going to be some new developments that are going to find you this inner peace and this happiness. And I feel like it comes through the eyes and the innocence and the joy of children. And that they inspire you to be more in tune with who you are. You know, you lost yourself in the end and the breakup of that relationship. And now you're coming back into your own, just like your son is. But you've become much better at playing the game. You understand me, yes?
Yes. But, you know, when we have family gatherings and she's there, which I stopped doing because she just... It's the thing that everything that I do, she does it like a year after, or she apparently copies everything that I do, and she doesn't want me and him to have no relationship as grandparents or parents of my son. And that's what's keeping everything, you know.
Okay, but you know what? That's he has to handle that. You know, that's the yard that's the yard he wants to play in. So that's for him. You know, if she wants to get in the middle, you have separate relationship with your son and your grandchildren, your family, and let your husband or your ex stand up for who he is. And that's on them. You know, I understand that. And remember, when people copy you, it is really such great flattery for someone to want to copy you. So if she thinks you're such the cat's meow that she's got to copy every single thing you do, even if it takes her a year to figure it out, that's okay. Just say thanks for the compliment, honey. Don't worry about it. All right?
That's true. That's true. Does the spirits have anything to tell me?
I thought I just told you a whole bunch, but what you want to know?
Anything what my guardian angel has anything to tell me?
Let's see here. All right. So, you know what? I'm made aware that there's a lot of female energy connected to you in the spirit world. I'm made aware that there's a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world, from loved ones who've crossed over. Mother, grandmother energy. Does this make any sense here?
My grandmother.
Okay. So I have that love coming down from you. And I also am made known that the spirit guides tell me, your spirit guide tells me that you're very intuitive yourself and you are very connected. Does that make sense to you, Sandra?
Yes,
Okay.
I actually sometimes I feel like she's there with me, and I talk to her like she's
right there. Yes, and you used to sit across the table and talk to her, because that was the kind of person she would do. You would sit at a table and have conversations with her. That's her personality. People sat down. So that is the guidance that I have for you. I feel like she's very much around you. I've got this strong maternal grandmother energy around you, and that we want to have some coffee, some cookies, something at the table, and we just sit and we talk. This is the energy that she makes me aware of. That was very easy to connect with her, and people came to her because they felt that connection to her, that she had that, good listening ear. And she's very much around you, all right? And you've been that good listening ear. So just keep it. I understand we want to keep tradition and family close, but right now people are navigating so many different things in their lives that it's difficult for us to sustain some of the old-fashioned ways that really brought us back to family. A lot of us are going through spiritual expansion that is not as conducive to have some of the experiences that we remember and know well from our childhoods and our parents' lives. But thank you so much, Sandra, for your participation.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. How did you hear about the show?
You have a good night.
How did you hear about the show, honey? Oh, I think we lost her. So we're going to go right back to Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on in Facebook. We've got phone calls. We've got Sheila in California. Also, we're going to have to get to in a moment. We've got Boca. We've got Lauderhill. All right. We've got Lisa, and she's hoping that I can help her see if she's got messages, some good advice. She would call, but she's too shy to talk over the phone. Yes, and we have a love of her life that's been going through some mental disorders and some issues, and she had to disconnect, and he's not really doing what he needs to do to help himself, and everyone has abandoned him, and she's feeling the loss and the guilt of not supporting him because she's feeling that he can't control his behavior. And sometimes when people have bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, sometimes, and they don't want to do the necessities of taking the medication and the treatments, Lisa, that is necessary, that at that point we do have to put ourselves in the safety bubble and allow that other individual, as much as we love them, we need to allow them to be in the energy that they choose to be, because they have free will, can't force them to take medication, and even if they go to the hospital for a period of time, when they come out, they're going to stop taking the medicine. Unfortunately, he's going through a personal, emotional, spiritual, and mental health crisis at this time, and you are doing everything that you can. Release the guilt. All you can do is hold the love for him, loving him for who he is, as he is, and holding the space for him to find his way to be a more fulfilled and complete, healthy individual, and taking the time to do what is necessary to sustain the imbalance in his body and restore it to optimum health. That is why we have these medical medications that can assist in balance in the mental capacity, in the emotional capacity. So, Lisa, hold the space. I don't feel any imminent danger around you, but yes, I understand that we are concerned for the children, and I will send the angels and Archangel Raphael to send healing energy first to you, to your heart, to your family, for the loss of a wonderful relationship that you tried everything you could to hold together. But right now, your boyfriend had to have this journey on his own, and we will send the angels to keep him safe. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your Facebook question. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I've got to go to see what's going on in California and see what's happening out there all the way on the West Coast. So we're going to take a minute. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
So, maybe in another life, but I know that we've met here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and on 1100 AM in Atlanta. Maybe we met on the airwaves last week on Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m. That's where you can catch Spiritually Speaking with Sarah every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got a call in California. Here I come. And I've got to go to Sheila and see what's going on with Sheila. Sheila, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sheila. And how can Spirit and I and the angels and the guides all assist you tonight?
Yes, I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she was born premature, and she was a twin, and I lost my boy when she was 2 days old. And she has hearing loss and some vision problems and some issues with social school. And I'm wondering if you have any message first from my son, and is there anything that I need to know for my daughter's healing, or if she's is there a hidden message that I need to know to be of support to her?
Yes, I appreciate that question, and I appreciate the way you phrased it. Is there a hidden message? Because yes, there is always a way to support. It's just that in the human condition world, we're used to supporting in the ways that we deem traditional. But with some of the health challenges and crises that some of our youth are facing, and in the case of your daughter, where she is maybe in a space of feeling limited because she's not seeing the way others do, hearing the way others do. But your daughter is a very intuitive being, and she's very spiritual, and she feels things. Your daughter has a good, I'm going to call it radar. She's aware of people, and she's aware of what feels good for her and what doesn't feel good. I feel that she's a little shut down and introverted as well. Does this make sense to you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, and when is her birthday, please?
It's May 24th, 2004.
A lot of creativity around your daughter as well. Your daughter has a lot of, when I look at the energy around her, first of all, there's a lot of green, there's a lot of blue, there's a lot of purple colors around her. I feel like she's a very hierarch being. She's a very high energy being as far as spiritually. I'm being led to tell you that there's some exercises or games or something that can help her stay in tune and function better, because I feel as if your greatest concern is how she's going to function in the world. Does that make sense to you? Yes?
Yes, a little bit. And then my major concern is I just want to know if there's any message for her healing as far as her hearing loss and her eyes. I mean, there's no traditional healing in medicine, but I'm looking if there's any thing coming up to you from spirit.
Always spirit healing, always spirit healing. And your daughter's very open to that energy, all right? So I'm going to give you some information here, and I just want you to feel and hear what I'm going to tell you. The angel Archangel Raphael with this healing band of angels, to envision those colors that I said to you before, the purple, the blue, the green, gold energies, right? To see those energies surrounding your daughter and infusing them around her eyes and through her hearing, through her ear canal, and you visualizing that and asking Archangel Raphael and his band of healing angels, they will assist you in helping fine-tune her hearing to increase her ability to hear and to clear up the vision so she has a little bit more clarity in vision. This is most certainly something that can work with her. There's also assistance that can be done in the healing of John of God in Brazil. John of God in Brazil is very powerful energy that if you were to take her to Brazil, there's the healing angels and the entities that are connected to John of God for miraculous healing. But you as the mother, you as the conduit of the angels can send the healing energy to her, seeing the green, the purple, the gold, and the blue energy twirling around and penetrating her eyes all the way to the back, into the back behind the eye, and even through the ear canal. This will open up this energy and increase it. And if you ask for the assistance of Archangel Raphael and his band of angels, there will be healing. Sun energy, your sun energy, I feel he comes with you to you in your dreams. I feel like his spirit is very, very close to your daughter, even though they were separated at birth in the physicality because of the crossing over and the loss of your son. His energy is always connected to your daughter, the essence of him. And I feel as if, because your daughter is more in this etheric energy, because of the physicality not being the same, as she's not utilizing the eyes and the ears in the same way, I feel like she feels, I'll go back to the feeling again, she's a very strong feeling being, Sheila, and I'm feeling that she feels your son around.
Yes, she does. Yes. More than me, more than I do.
Yes.
And is there a message that my son has for me?
I just get love for you, honey. I get love for you. I get love for you. And I feel like, and it's just a chic little vision I have. It's just very faint to me. But I feel like there's like a little spot that you have something for him. Yes? Is there something there for him in your house, please? Yes?
Yes, it's
Okay.
in a box.
Okay.
I just didn't want to open that.
Okay.
I didn't want to get there. So.
Okay. But this box or this space here, this little spot right here for him, that he's aware of that, he's grateful for that, and he's connected to you in that, okay? So when you're near that space, know that he too is there with you. I trust that this has been assistance to you, Sheila.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome,
Thank
Sheila.
You.
How did you
God
hear
bless
about
you.
the
Thank
show,
you.
honey? How did you hear
It
about it?
was a friend of mine that referred me. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless you. All right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Yes, bye. 1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go to Candy. And Candy, well, she's not in Candyland. I think she's in Lauderdale. So let's go to Candy in Lauderdale. Candy, how are you tonight?
I am fine, and the first thing I want all the listeners and listening on the radio and Facebook to know is that you have some amazing events at your center, and they need to fly in, drive in, train in, walk in, and come to them.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for participating. I know you were at our full moon celebration, yes, and quite the powerful event we had.
I thought I was back in Jamaica with all that beating of drums and everything. It was awesome.
Oh, great.
I was moved.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, we really know how to kind of call in the energy there. Candy, a lot of movement going on around you. I kind of feel like there's a little turmoil that you're working through. Is that correct?
Yeah, it seems that way, yes.
Yes, getting a little sticky over there, right? So, Spirit says this. Eye on the goal. Eye on the goal, what is best for Candy, okay? Oh, my spirit guides are like, who can make the sun rise? The Candy Man. Okay, so, Candy, I want you to focus on what it is you want. And I'm feeling as if, even though you like where you are, I'm feeling as if you're considering maybe it's time to go because it's just uncomfortable for you there. And there's a lot of disconnect. And I'm also feeling like you're not making the same amount of money that you were making. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, the money part for sure. For absolutely for sure, yeah. You're on spot with that.
You know, I'm feeling that, and remember, you are the director of your destiny. But sometimes we need to see if there's something better out there. So it's not that anyone's pushing you out, because we know you're tough. That's not going to happen. But we know that there may be a better environment for you. It might be time for change. And Spirit makes me aware of honor around your birthday. Before we start season, they tell me, if you follow me, before we're really, really busy, you may have an opportunity and offer from another location that you will greatly consider. And Spirit says it is for you to consider it. Not because of conflict, not because of anything other than, you know what, it's time for a change. And if we're going to keep playing the same game in the same way, in the same place where I work, well then, I don't know if I really want to be there anymore because that's not suiting me. My vibration is higher. I deserve more. I want more. I'm a divine director of my destiny. I'm not playing that game anymore. Next. And that's how we're going to make this shift for you.
That.
Okay. And it's going to move. And, spirits, they're like, ease on down the road. It's time to ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might slow you down. Come on, ease on down the road. Time to get ready to go. You need to move up. It's time to move up. It's time for you to make a change. And this is going to stop some of the stagnation. And also, I feel like you're ready to be empowered and you're ready to do something that's different than what you're doing. I know you're going to switch and do something similar, but I feel in addition, you're going to use some of your creative skills. You're going to use some of your motivational skills. I know that you see a niche and a need for women and how they need to be built up and really made to feel as if they deserve to have it all. And you notice that every day, and you do your best to demonstrate and share that information with people to lift their spirits. And I'm feeling like eventually, in the next 2 years, Candy, you're going to be creating a wonderful time for you to build relationships with people and put together like a program or a women's group, whether it's in church or in a little gathering. This is what I see. I'm also made aware by numerology, honey, that you are in a 9 cycle and you are going to be ending a lot of friendships, a lot of connections, a lot of changes coming.
It already happened with the friendships. I'm kind of like, was a little down about it. That's why I haven't actually been to see you, because I was a little bit depressed. But I'm getting over it. That part of it. This all of a sudden out of the blue, just
Right. Well, you know what? Sometimes people are in different places, and I'll tell you, sometimes imaginations run away with them. That's what I'm going to say on the subject. Okay. So. You know what I know.
You are exactly right.
I know what I know. Okay, so what I want you to know is that, you know what? Meet people where they are. If that's where they are, then that tells you that right now we're not in the same playing field. We're not in the same sync. Doesn't make you different, better, less than, greater than. It's just a time for this to come to a close. And it may reconnect because I don't see any real bad blood between you or anyone that you are disconnecting with, but I do feel that we need to go to our corners. It's like, when we're in a boxing match, ding, ding, go to your corner, okay? You've got to go to your corners, and maybe you can come back out in love, as opposed to fighting or being like a cat fight or nitpicking or pointing fingers or whispering behind the closed doors. What is that? What is that? That is perpetuating the low vibration. Hold the vibration of love. Trust that you can have anything that you want, and that you are open to sharing. And if someone wants to be in your circle of trust and love, great. If not, hit the road, Jack, right? Okay. All right, my dear. I want to thank you for calling in and sharing. Thank you for coming to our events.
Thank you.
And for the testimonial.
I'll see you at the next event for sure. And I hope everybody on Facebook and on the radio understand they must come to one of your events. It's mind-changing, life-changing, and it's awesome.
Thank you so much, Candy, for the support, honey. God bless you. All right. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. Let's go to my Facebook, people. Let's see what we've got going on. And then we're going to go to Miami and Texas and Boca and all across the nation. Hi, we've got Robert and Kathy Culpepper on. And let's see, on Facebook, her birthday, she's leaving her job. Where should you look? Kathy, where should you look? I don't know. I got a great idea for you to come hang out with Sarah Spiritual. That's where I think you should look for a new job. But I understand, Kathy, that you're looking for something in your field. But please, seriously, come visit Sarah Spiritual. We might have a good idea for you, Miss Kathy. But I am seeing here that you're looking for something that's a change. You are tired of being a slave to the industry that you've been a part of. You're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit more peace of mind, that you will have more satisfaction for the work that you do, and more pride in what you do that is appreciated all the way around and has a lasting impact on people. I feel that you are very, very organized, Kathy, very good with people, and I feel that it's time for you to break free of the actual physical work that you've been doing and do something that's a little bit more using your personality, your beautiful light, and your high intelligence. Kathy, I feel that you're going to come with some new opportunities in a very short time, and I feel like the switch will happen coming close to the end of April, sometime in May. Take a couple weeks for yourself, Kathy. You've really been burning the candle at both ends, and now's the time for you to make a change. Kathy, thank you so much for your Facebook question. Greatly appreciate it. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Texas. I've got Roger on the line. Roger, how are you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good. And how can the angels and the guides assist you tonight?
Just wanted to see if they had any message for me in general, and then also ask for my dad's health. He's been a bit ill lately, and just wanted to see what they had to say.
Father's birthday, please.
8/15/56.
Okay. Well, first thing they make me aware of is that your father's going to need to go to a specialist or somebody who is very trained in that particular arena. I feel like there's some follow-up that needs to be, some treatment that needs to happen for your father, okay?
Okay.
It's like things have caught up with him, all right? And I'm also in his... You know, something's going on with his breathing as well, although that's separate from what he's complaining about. But we need to watch the lungs and the breathing here. I'm in the left lung for some reason. So why don't you keep an eye on that when he goes for some tests? Let's check that area too while we're looking, all right? Because the angels kind of flash that right in front of me. You know, first thing angel tells me is, I have Archangel Metatron here. Archangel Metatron, very powerful, highest of all the angels, standing right at the top with God. And what I'm given here is I'm given truth. I'm given truth for you. It's to know your truth and to know that everything has its time. And that you can speak your truth, and even if the truth is not well received, you can always speak it gently. We do not have to force it upon someone. And Spirit is telling me in the past 2 years, you've become very, very in tune with what your personal truth is. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And Spirit is telling me that we're really working on expansion and movement, and there's some growth coming. Did the company break off into a different division that you work with? Are you in a little new niche or something? Are they giving you some new projects? Because I want to put you off to a little sector there for a bit. Does that make any sense to you, honey?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, because I'm feeling like, were they reorging something in the company, or did they divide or somebody buy out a piece of your company that you work for? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They have.
All right, they did. Good, thank God. The angels are on it. I must have the corporate angels in the building. Thank goodness they know something I don't know. But what I have here in front of you is that as I see this dynamic unfolding, I feel like a sector, a little niche begins to be carved for you, which is kind of good because it takes you away from some of the conflict and the angst and the disconnect that goes on around you. Makes it easier for you to stay centered in your truth. And although I know there's a journey, there's a goal, there's a desire to make a move, to make a change, we're still in gratitude for this job. And if you notice, the job keeps morphing to make it a little easier for you to stay until it's time for you to go. You understand me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for whatever reason, and the angels hold that reasoning, and we are not privy to that, it's not time for you to go yet. So we're going to stay in the being, stay in the gratitude, stay in the knowing that everything's in perfect divine order, that everything's always working out for you, and that somehow it's going to all work out in the end. And at this moment, everything's coming together. And the people who are a little bit underneath your skin, well, they're just kind of stepping back and letting you do your thing. And you're being more effective this way, and people are listening to you. And I'm feeling that you're starting to feel as if, well, you kind of fit in an offbeat kind of way. Which is good.
Yeah.
Makes it tolerable, yes? And then we tolerate it because we're filled with gratitude and we realize, okay, you know what? It may not have been in the physical envisioning everything I wanted it to be, but it is meeting all my needs, and I know it's preparing me. This is the self-talk, Roger. It's preparing me for something greater, bigger, and different. And I also feel that the less that you feel the angst, the Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, comes in, and he says your physical body has been doing better. Is that true? Your health is a little better, yes?
Yes,
Okay.
I am feeling better.
You are feeling
and you're
better.
right on point with how I feel, because it's like, yeah, it's not it's not what I want, but it's getting me to where I want to be, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm going to make the best out of it where I'm at now.
Yes, yes.
Right on point with that.
Yes, and I want you to look, if there's something more that you want, remember that maybe something within you is not ready yet, and ask your angels to show you, where's my resistance, where am I not prepared to receive everything that is really coming for me, that I know is coming for me, that I feel is coming for me, that I can practically taste it. It's just is not here. So what do I need to look at, angels and guides? What am I missing that I need to be more aware of or mindful of so that I can hold a better vibration? And we have that dialogue with the angels, then they bring it all in, and I love the way the angels work, because sometimes they just dump it all on us all at once, and they're like, here you go, everything you wanted in a nice little package, and you're like, wow, when did this come in? Because you're getting ready to be ready. And that's a powerful place to be. Powerful place to be. All right, Roger?
That's great. Now, in terms of my father, do you foresee, like, I know you mentioned the lungs, and do you see him, like, healing as a special message aside from...
He needs follow-up. He needs medical assistance. He's going to need some type of treatment or something, but I feel that there's a path of healing for him. And remember, and I'm going to say this to you and everyone, people have to want to be healed. Okay? Yeah. We can take all the medication, do all the treatments, but if someone's not really feeling it, we have to feel that we're full, that we're filled with light and health. And your father's reading a little tired and a little disappointed with life for some reason. Does this make sense to you?
Yes. He's shut.
He's what, honey?
He's shut. He's kind of like shut off, so we're trying to kind of motivate him. And like you said, medication can only do so much. If you have to put yourself, like, I want to get better. So Exactly. And I just feel like right now, for whatever reason, he's just in this spot that only he can pull himself out of. And what you can do in the energy of love, with the assistance of the angels and the guides, is to hold the vibration of love. See love light all around him, raising him up in the highest possible vibration. See his body infused with beautiful emerald light, infusing every cell with healing. And send him visions and memories, and even talk to him about times when we had fun. Remember, Dad, when? And just kind of keep that energy, because sometimes people need to be reminded of how good life can be, even though he's not in a good spot right now, yes? But you understand that because you've not been in a good spot sometimes too, So it happens. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you. God bless you, and I'll hold your father in the highest light, highest regard, with the assistance of the angels, Archangel Raphael especially, all right? Thank you. All right, honey, God bless you. Bye. Likewise. Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And if you're listening at 1100 a.m. in Atlanta, I certainly hope that you pop on over to WWNN and iHeartRadio app or the TuneIn app, and you join us here and continue to follow the show as we get ready for our third hour. I am so grateful to all of our callers, and I'm really grateful to all of our Facebook participants. And when we come back, well, we're going to the phone lines. And we're going to be taking some Facebook questions here live. So thanks so much for listening. Pop on over on WWNN on iHeartRadio. Those people in Atlanta, come on, don't leave us now. Stay with us. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
AM 1470, WNN, with more of what you need to know. Get all the latest on health with caller health questions and comments, breaking health news, the health alternative, outrage, and mystery of the week. Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am. I am Sarah Spiritual, and you are listening here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 1100 AM. Well, we popped off of 1100 AM. I hope you followed me over to WWNN on TuneIn app and iHeartRadio app. But thank you, Atlanta, for listening live from 5 to 7 every Wednesday with us. And thank you, everyone here in the South Florida area and all across iHeart and TuneIn app. And hi, Facebook. How are you? I see questions. I've got questions from Kathy. I've got questions from Nikki. I've got questions from Tina. We're going to be getting to those questions on Facebook in just a minute. But we want to hear from our angels. We want to hear from our guides. And we want to give you a message. And I've got a caller in West Palm Beach. Her name is Helena. I think we need to talk to Helena. Helena, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great tonight, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Helena. And how can the angels and the guides and I assist you?
Well, I was just wondering who steps forward for me out of the angels and if there's any message that I've been missing from Spirit.
First of all, the first thing I get is Archangel Uriel steps up, and he brings the gift of the torch of enlightenment for you. And he talks about deepening your connection with Spirit, deepening your understanding with Spirit, and trusting what you know. You see, because that is the love message that I get from the Universal Spirit Band, the collective energy that's around you. Trust what you know and trust you. Believe in you. You are fully ready to make a jump, to make a leap of faith, and to make changes. It is not for you to look to the left, to the right, to worry what other people think or what their opinions are. And this even includes immediate family. It is to stand in your truth, stand in your light, and to move forward. There are choices that are going to be placed in front of you, choices for work, choices for expansion. So it's for you to sit and really be within self and say, what is the end desire that I wish to have? What is the capacity of home life? What is the capacity of relationship? What does that look like? Fulfilled relationship for me. And it's also for you to look at what's fulfilled work for me. What does that whole picture look like? And what would I like to do? Would I like to continue where I am? Would I like to advance where I am? Or do I want to do something altogether different? These are things that you will be faced with in this year coming up. This is going to be a year where you are really getting deep into understanding your values, your truth, and connecting with people outside the family circle, just making new friends and really getting a sense of who you are through your interaction with other people and feeling safe to be authentically you, Helena. All right?
Awesome. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Perfect, honey. Well, thank you so much for your question and following the show. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. See you on Facebook.
Right. See you on Facebook. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. I've got to go to Boca. I've got Kimberly on the line, and Kimberly's looking for love, I think. Let's see what's going on with Miss Kimberly in Boca. Kimberly, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing great. First of all, angels and guides step forward, and they tell me that you're fully supported. And they also tell me that there's new money, new opportunities coming for you. I'm seeing contracts. Is there something that you've got pending right now, please?
Yes, there is something I have pending right now.
Great. So they're giving me a contract. There's money attached to that contract. That's a beautiful thing, honey, you know? So, and I see right behind that one, there's 2 other contracts that I place in front of you. So if there's something that you're feeding through and sorting through and connecting and networking, something's coming for you. Financially, we're going to increase. What is your question for me tonight, Kimberly?
I've got 2 other contracts coming after that. That's
yes,
nice.
You do. You do. Yes.
Okay. Well, I got a little mess going on right now. I thought maybe the spirits saw what's going on here.
Ask me a question, honey. Ask me a question.
Well, we have, somebody's doing a bunch of real estate agents right now, and I'm one of them. Some little scam thing that's going on. Okay. And I'm in the middle of trying to
clear yourself, right? Yeah. But that doesn't really that's, you're part of an organization, but it's not a reflection on you and your actions. This is true, yes?
No.
All right.
Correct.
Then.
We didn't do anything. It's kind of a scam that they're doing this. They're finding a loophole to sue a whole bunch of us.
I know.
And
But this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It is not the great and powerful legal Oz. So just pay no attention. All right? Do not place, energy or fear. Trust that, you will be represented as a group. And these people are pulling in a loophole that really is very, very small. And it really doesn't hold up in the light and the letter of the law and the legalities of the real estate. Okay? So this is how I see it. So they're trying to make you accountable for a bad choice, a bad mistake they made, not you, or not your group. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So it's going to move. It's going to move through. It's going to take time, but I don't want you to allow it to be a distraction because Spirit says you've been making a lot of progress in your attitude. That doesn't mean you had a bad attitude, but it just means you're keeping your vibration up. Here's like, well, we don't make our things just keeping yourself up, keeping yourself in good spirits, and just having a positive outlook on all the possibilities that can be that are coming for you. Powerful. Yes, right? A lot of changes
I have
coming.
2 other contracts coming soon, huh?
Yes,
That's
you
nice.
do. You do. I feel like it's something that you talked about or you networked with someone, and then there's one, and then there's another one. So that's the nature of the game. But I feel like there's 2 coming rather soon. So we're going to look for that because that's
After
money.
this one, 2 more. Beautiful.
Yes,
Anything else, Spirit, want to tell me?
Love, love is coming. I know we're trying to hold true to some dates, but love is coming, okay? Like love that manifests into something great.
Okay.
Spirit says they're not responsible for a couple of frogs that you might have kissed along the way. That's all I want to let you know.
What's that?
Spirit says they're not responsible for a couple of frogs you might have kissed along the way. That's all. Okay? But
yeah, I won't do that. I won't hold any of that.
No, because even frogs are God's creatures, right? So we just gotta we gotta stay with that. But just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing self-care. You're holding a good mentality. Vibrational frequency is good. Health is improving. I know that there's a little impatience in all of that, but that is improving as well. So we will move you forward.
What else is improving?
Health is improving, although I know you feel a little impatient with all of that, but health is improving. So we're going to move you forward through that. It is improving. You want result in a particular way, but it starts from the inside out, and I see it improving. So we're going to hold that vibration. All right, honey.
And any more messages? Is that it?
No, that's what I got for you tonight. But I thank you for calling, and I know you were on hold for a little bit, so thank you so much for waiting for me to be able to take your call.
So
God bless you. All right, bye.
You have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go right to the phone lines, and I've got to go to Miami because I've got Joanne on the line. Joanne, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Joanne. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to know just everything in general, and at the moment, I am sort of kind of struggling with a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first thing they tell me is, and it's interesting because the first word I write when I write your birthday is love, right? They talk to me about love. They talk to me about feeling disconnected from love and the relationship you're not feeling safe in the relationship, like the relationship is really holding its own in your eyes. Does that make sense? Yes? And there's something that you don't trust in the relationship, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing that they're talking to me about too is work. Work and money and flow, that seems to be out of sync. So I feel like you feel as if you're in this little hole and you don't know how to pull yourself up to kind of feel the flow of what you want. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the birthday of the person that you're asking about, please?
5/31/89.
He's looking to kind of make some changes because I feel like he's not happy with what he's doing. Money isn't flowing the way he wants. Things aren't going the way he wants. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's true.
And I feel like he's very disconnected, aloof. He doesn't want to be accountable to you. And this relationship is in a disconnect. We were together and we seem to have separated a bit. Does this make sense? Yes?
Right.
Okay. So the question is this relationship going to stand the test of time? Is that the question?
Yeah, or is it even worse, continuous?
Well, you're not satisfied in the relationship, and I can't tell you what to do. Spirit will never tell you what to do, but I do see that the relationship is kind of dwindling out. So rather than hang on to it like it's a life preserver, just let go and swim. You might see where the waves and the current take you. Might be somewhere that you feel a little bit better, because I feel as if you're not getting the love and the support and the connection from this individual, and it's been that way for a while. So I know breaking up is hard to do, but sometimes it's easier to do that than to keep wanting the person that you're with to be somebody other than who they are. Does that make sense?
Right. Right.
Okay. If you open up and you release this, there is new opportunity, new relationship that will come for you in this calendar year of 2018. But I feel like the two of you are tied together, like there's something that binds the two of you together. Do we have a common thread between us, please? A child? Yes?
We have a great, like, before we even got into a relationship, we had a great friendship. Okay. Like, we've known each other for like 6 years, and we have a mutual understanding. It's just as far as the relationship part, I do a lot of sacrificing.
Okay.
That I know I do. Like, to the point, I'm trying to help him get to where he wants to be. I'm trying my best. But it's like, no matter what I do,
it's not good enough.
It's like he floats on to someone else, and that's not fair to me because I'm putting my all into it.
Okay. So we're going to back up because you speak for so many women. We're going to talk about this, all right? You are giving, and you're putting him before you. And in the spirit of love, yes, it's wonderful to love someone and love them beyond measure and to honor them. But to truly love someone else, we have to honor ourselves first, and that is not being selfish. And I think that across the globe, women have felt like they had to overcompensate to win the heart of someone. Whereas to be ourself and love ourselves for who we are is surely enough. And he needs to do the work, and you're doing the work for him. And then you're not even getting a thank you. You see, there's a friendship, and I need you to hear me. The aspect within you that wants more than a friendship is overcompensating in the relationship, hoping that if you do everything possible, that he will see you as the one and the only. And a man either sees you as the one and the only in his one true love, or he does not. We can't make someone else feel something for us because we do so much that they are tied to us or obligated to love us. Because that is not a healthy dynamic, and it for sure is a recipe for relationship disaster. One must love self first. One can always love someone and hold the vision and help them in their journey, but you are doing it at the expense of you. And then there's resentment that builds up. Because why doesn't he notice? Why doesn't he see? Why aren't I good enough? I'm doing everything possible. So it's for you to have the conversation with yourself, honey. Joanne, you need to love yourself enough to know that you're good enough as you are, and you don't have to jump through hoops. And if you honor self, and you talk to that little girl that's feeling like she's got to do extra, and say, you know what? I've done enough. I'm going to step back. I'm going to pop some popcorn, and I'm going to watch the show. Because if this man truly loves me more than a friend or more than somebody who's helping him on the journey so that he can have flexibility for someone else, I got to watch this show because I'm going to have to talk to this character, Joanne, and say, Joanne? Oh, no, Joanne, don't go there. But you have to start talking to yourself like you're watching a movie. Eating the popcorn like you're screaming at the movie screen going, what? No, did you not see that he just left someone else's apartment and now he's coming back and saying, could you do this for me? You've got to honor self more. And I'm making light of this because it's not to diminish how you feel. It's for you to really, we have to find some humor in the fact that we want to be loved. But we also need to be able to laugh at ourselves and say, okay, you know what? I did that. I did everything I could. I honored the relationship. I gave more than I knew I could give. But now I need to just step back and I need to do for me all the things that I've been doing for him. And let's see how far I fly. Because he's not even using an ounce of what you're giving him to really move himself forward. You're doing more of the work than he is. It's like doing the homework for your kid and sending them for school and then expecting them to pass the test. He's not going to pass the test of life. You are doing the work for him. I promise you, and Sarah Spiritual doesn't make promises, but I promise you, if you put as much effort in you for the next 3 months, you're going to be like, I got a new attitude. And you're going to be, whatever his name is, who? Yeah, thank you. You can still be his friend, but from a distance. From a distance. Love you first. You deserve more. And then you will have another relationship this year. And because you're in better state within self, oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. And then I can't wait to hear about it.
Okay.
Joanne, I trust I've been of service to you, and I understand where you are. Many of us do. And sometimes we love what we love, and we love it in a way that, or a person in a way that we can't imagine life without them, so we do anything. But I want you to do anything for you first. Let's see where it goes. Okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. How'd you hear about the show, Joanne?
It's not my first time talking to you, and I've visited you before.
Well, thank you. Thank you for visiting me at the center, at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm. Thank you for making the trip from Miami to see me, and thank you for listening to the show. I've really appreciated it. You know, it's callers like you that we get to assist you, and your question helps so many other women out there tonight. So thank you for sharing your story and asking your question, honey. The angels and the guides support you. All right?
Thank you.
All right, honey. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470 from Miami. I've got to go up to Buffalo. I think they might have some snow in Buffalo. I'm going to shuffle over to Buffalo. I might have to ski to Buffalo. Let's see what's going on with Nadine. Nadine, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Do you have snow? Is it cold?
A little. It's cold. We're expected to get a big storm in a couple of days. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that there's other parts of New York that they're getting buried already. So they're like, They got their shovels out. But I know in Buffalo, you all are used to that weather.
Yes, we are.
So to you, you're like, I see a snowflake. What's the difference? Let's go. Start the truck. We're out. So Nadine, How can I assist you tonight? How can the angels and the guides assist you?
I just wanted to know what Spirit had in store for me or had to say I'm up here in this cold weather.
Yes, besides this lovely cold weather. You know, first thing I see that they have in store for you is opportunity knocking. Opportunity knocking, because I feel like there's an idea, a concept, a business, or something that you're thinking of doing, implementing a program or something. Does that make any sense to you?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. Because I'm feeling like there's something you want to do for yourself, almost like in a self-employed way or something as a contractor. And if this is something that's like crossed your mind and you haven't actively put it in play, I do feel like you're going to have some kind of business opportunity or career shift around you that's going to kind of make you be a little bit more of your own person. Spirit is also telling me that you are a very, very kind, dedicated person. You're a very loyal friend. And Spirit tells me that people trust you. They kind of surround you with their stories. Kind of like people tell me stories, you get other people's stories too. Spirit says, please do not be so hard on yourself. Sometimes you're a little too tough on yourself. I almost feel like you critique yourself a little bit too much. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Gentle with self, honey. Be gentle with yourself. I have the Archangel Michael with you. He stands beside you. He kind of helps you balance truth and justice because I feel like you got caught up in some illusions a couple of years ago and you're still learning to nurture and love yourself out of that. And that had to do with friendships and relationships. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So they are assisting you in the healing process of that, and Archangel Michael is standing beside you to make sure you see through the laser eyes of truth, my dear. New opportunities coming. 2018 brings a lot of expansion for you and building a family, a lot of family building, family relationships. Do you have a question regarding family, honey?
No, not in particular, no.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm seeing a lot of expansion in family relationships and friendships. And I even feel that there's a celebration, a party, something coming up in the very near future, a gathering where everyone comes together. I trust I've been of assistance to you, Nadine?
Yes, you have.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. How did you hear about the show?
I visited you at the center before, and I've spoken to you.
All right, great. Well, thank you, Nadine, for staying in touch with us, honey. God bless you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, I'm sure we've got some Facebook questions. And I've got Liana in Indiana. I've got Boca. I've got all across the nation here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM. And I welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. But for right now, we're going to take a break. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. Well, because you know, we're going to be right back.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 FM. And we are connecting to all of you on TuneIn app, iHeart app, and on WWNN.com and all across the nation. And we've got callers on the board. But we've got something going on Facebook, and I don't know if anyone's heard, but my friends Sheila Gillette, Marcus Gillette, and Theo, the 12 Archangels, is coming to the Palm Beach County Convention Center. And I, Sarah Spiritual, will be teaching and sharing wisdom along with Sheila and Marcus and Theo, the wisdom teachings of Theo. And we're going to be doing this all-day event at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. It is only $97 for the day. Now, let me tell you, those of you who are familiar with the law of attraction, Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham, my friend Sheila Gillette, she opened up the energy, and she and Theo are responsible for Esther Hicks being able to connect to channel Abraham. She was Esther Hicks' mentor. And so I am going to be co-teaching with Sheila Gillette and Theo, and we're going to put on another spectacular time. I think this is the 4th time that they've come for an all-day event at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. And I'm going to tell you, get your tickets early. Go to sarahspiritual.com and reserve your spot, because this is the event of the season. If you've always wanted to know what it's like to be in the vibrational frequency of 12 archangels and to be able to ask a question, a soul-centered question, and have a shift happen right there, right then, and for you to have the tools to make a quantum shift in your life so that wherever you are now, wherever you feel that you're lacking or you're feeling stuck or whatever area you want to move in a different direction, if you could have those tools, wouldn't that be worth $97 of your money for you to have that transference of energy? I think that's priceless. So come join us at the Palm Beach County Convention Center on April 21st with Sheila Gillette and Theo and Marcus and myself, and we are going to just give you everything that you need to transform your life and make that quantum shift. Visit sarahspiritual.com. We're going to go to my Facebook questions. Let's see what I've got on Facebook. I know I've got some questions. We've got Tina. Tina, thank you for your Facebook question. She's in a waiting period, and she says that I reminded her that the closer we get, the more we may meet challenges. But wow. Oh, she's like, oh, wow. Sarah, you told me there'd be challenges, but wow, there's challenges. Any message for me? Do I need to be doing something different? What you're seeing is that there's a resistance around others to hold the same vibrational match that you are. And I'm knowing that you're feeling the disconnect at the workplace. And in the workplace, there's a choice before you, Tina. Do I stay and hold on and shoot for that next position? Or do I take a good look around and see everyone around and say, you know what? I don't think I want to be the boss of all this. And make a choice within your being of what you want. And when you make that choice, ask the universe, ask your guides, ask your angels, Tina. Guys, in this moment, I am grateful for the expansion. But the expansion is getting a little challenging and a little difficult. And there's a couple of people that I really wish would stop talking to me. But we have to play nice at the office place. So, angels, guides, this is what I need. I need the doors of opportunity to open, and I need choices. I need choices that'll fulfill me and make me feel like I'm making a difference and that I can put my happy face back on and enjoy everything that I do. Ask your angels, and we are in the month of March. I almost said February because I don't know about you guys. I don't remember February. I think I remember Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I was here. That's all I remember. So for those of you who don't remember February, join the club. But we are in the month of March. And March is going to be just flying right by. So Tina, take a good breath. You're going to need to put on your big girl panties right about now. Because it's going to be a little rough. Because the heat is being turned on because everyone's jockeying for position. And I want you to look off into the horizon and see yourself walking into a job interview and finding the perfect person that you can work with in the experience of the work you do. And hold that vision. And then trust that everything else is going to just calm down. Because I do feel that they're going to calm down, but it might be a little testy for the next 3 weeks. So you can do this. Big smile. You're a sunflower in a field of weeds. Just keep growing and shining your sunlight. Thank you so much for your Facebook question, Tina. I'm going to go to Boca on the phone lines because I've got Michelle in Boca. Michelle, how are you?
Sarah, how are you?
I'm doing great. So, Michelle, I don't know if you're on Facebook too, but I have on the necklace that you made me, my gift, and I want to thank you.
Oh, now I got to go look at it.
I think I knew you were going to call today. I think I knew.
Really?
So I put it on.
Okay.
I said, you know what? I have to wear it because Michelle's going to know I'm wearing it today. So everyone,
Awesome.
Michelle made this beautiful that piece that I have on, so those of you on Facebook can see it. So she made it just for me. Ha-ha.
Yes.
But anyway, so thank you, Michelle, for my beautiful
You're
gift, my
welcome.
holiday gift. I greatly appreciate you. And
Yes.
Michelle, what is your question for me?
I want to see what the angels have to tell me about where I'm living. Do I need to move in the next few months or stay where I'm at?
Move, 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 move. Okay?
Move?
Move.
Okay.
Move. And you know what? I don't know about the workplace either because I feel like there's a lot of movement coming for you, Michelle. There's a lot of movement, a lot of change. And Michelle, it is time for you to disconnect from traditional work.
Okay.
It is getting time. You can do it. You can do it. Okay?
Okay.
I understand that you may need to keep one foot in because we have obligations and commitments.
Right.
But I feel that there's a nice shift coming for you that is going to give you an opportunity for a lot of change. Okay?
Yes, and I'm moving towards that. So
you're moving towards that. And your angels say there might be some other things opening up that Sarah Spiritual may know about. So you might want to check with Sarah Spiritual.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Michelle. All right. God bless you. And again, thank you for my beautiful, beautiful necklace. Thank you.
You're
for your
welcome.
Call. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we are going to go right back to Facebook. We've got more Facebook questions kind of building up here, and then we're going to pop on over to Indiana. But before we do that, we've got Kathy Harris. Kathy Harris says she feels like the spirits are strongly reaching out to kind of help her with her doubts. Is this true? And what colors are in your energy field right now? That is a great, great question. Let me check with the angels here. Truth. You have your truth and you know who you are in the soul of you. And the soul of you, Kathy, is so open and giving. And there's an opportunity for you to branch out and to brand yourself even more. Just when you feel like, oh, am I making the right choice? Oh, am I going to meet all the right people? Oh, do I have all the right connections? There's a lot of growth, personal growth in your personal business life. And this growth is going to expand. So you have to trust this process. Your angels are doing their best to, kind of comfort you and make sure that you know that you are safe. And Kathy, what I'm seeing here now is that I have around you in your energy field, I'm seeing a lot of blue in your energy field because there's a lot of communication that you've been working on and expressing of your feelings. And I'm also seeing a lot of violet ray of energy around you because you're transforming yourself. You're in a very transformative state right now, Kathy, and it's a very important time for you. So you can assist yourself on the journey of stepping into your destiny, Kathy. So thank you so much, Kathy, for your Facebook question. We're going to go take another Facebook question, and let's see what we've got going on here on Facebook. We have Sandra on the line here on Facebook. Her sister and she are going to Sedona. Yes, let's see. I can see right now, Sandra, that you and your sister are going to have a wonderful time in Sedona. There's a great vibratory pattern waiting for you. There's a big opening of healing that's going to happen for you, emotional healing, and there's a new shift in the heart space for love. Sandra, I feel that when you come back from Sedona, Arizona, you're going to be in a different vibratory pattern. You're going to attract new experiences, new people into your life, and I'm seeing a love match, a love vibration. Sandra, I am seeing a relationship. So I'm seeing love, 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 Sandra. So enjoy the trip to Sedona. Who knows? Maybe you're going to meet him on the plane. But I see it's going to make a big difference. And it's going to be a very rewarding trip for you. And you're going to really feel the angels and your guides with you, particularly Archangel Michael, always by your side. Thank you so much, Sandra, for your Facebook question. We're going to go back for another Facebook question because we've got quite a few piled up before we go back to the phone lines. And those of you who want to share with us on the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. I want to see if I can make some space in those phone lines and have you call right in at 1-888-565-1470. And we've got Priscilla here on Facebook. Let's see, Priscilla, she says she's seeing angel numbers every day. What are they trying to tell you? Great question. Priscilla, your angels tell me that there's 111. There's a lot of changes coming for you, and you want to focus your attention and watch your thoughts when you're seeing 111 because you are manifesting what you're thinking about at that time. So they want you to be a little more mindful, Priscilla, of what your thoughts may be so that you are creating and collaborating with the universe to attract exactly what you want. I'm also seeing 444. The angels are with you, and they want you to know that they are surrounding you and supporting you through some trials and tribulations that you've been through in personal relationships. And they're nurturing you and filling your heart with more and more love. And I have the Ascended Masters with you and the 333s, and they are with you. And I'm also seeing that you're aware of the 11 and the 11, the 1111. And this means that you are ramping up your vibration and you are really being more in tune with spirit. Your dreams are becoming more prophetic, and your angels are with you, Priscilla. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got someone in Indiana, and we've got to connect with Lihana. Lihana, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lihana. And how did you hear about the show?
Oh, I've been calling into your show for the past year and a half now.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for following the show.
You for a while, and I left from Georgia, came to Indiana. I'm still calling and following.
All right, my dear. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I was just calling just to, just to see what Spirit has to tell me, if there's anything that, that you're feeling that you'd like to, express to me or let me know. Okay. Let me know if I'm moving in the right direction or if there's anything that you feel is of importance to tell me.
Okay. Well, the first thing they make me aware of is that there is a woman who crossed over who stays very close to you, someone who is kind of rooted in faith, feels like a grandmother energy, feels like she's connected to father's side. Does this make sense to you, honey?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part you said.
Grandmother who's connected to the father's side of the family. Does this make sense to you? I feel like there's a woman connected to a father. Your father's mother has crossed over, honey?
Yes, my child's father, his grandmother passed.
Okay, because I have a grandmother energy looking after you, very close to you, right by your right side. And she seems to be very rooted in faith, religion, faith, something connected with that, very spiritual in her own way. She's looking in on you and watching over the family. She takes me to the family circle, all right? I'm also made aware of the angels who are telling me that you are working through some self-love issues, yes, and trust, yes? Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And Spirit also tells me that we tend to be a little hard on oneself, so you tend to be a little critical of yourself. You have made moves for reasons that were for growth and also for supporting yourself. But Spirit is telling me that there's some more movement coming, because I feel like wherever you are now, that still we're not where we're supposed to be yet. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand that, honey?
Yes.
Okay. So this is something that's going to come before the year is out, but I want to kind of place it in the months of June and July. It could expand a little bit into the fall, that you're going to be calling the shots on this one. But Spirit makes me feel as if you really need to focus on what it is you want to create for yourself and your family. Because I feel as if you've left some of your own desires off to the side just so that you could keep things going, Liahana. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So Spirit says honor yourself. They're telling me that in the beginning of the new moon, which will be in a couple of weeks, I want you to write down everything that you would like to create in your life. Write down what you want. Be very thorough in what you envision for yourself and for your family, and see it complete. And when you write it down, I want you to start the wishes and the desires, the intentions, I should say. I want you to write, I am the woman who is creating and collaborating with the universe the following. And I want you to write what you want to create. Because one of the things that Spirit says has been an issue for you off and on throughout your whole life is stability. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And they're telling you want to feel a sense of belonging, a sense of connectivity, and you want to feel as if you have a place you can call home and you're safe on all levels, spiritual, emotional, financial. This is what you seek, yes?
Yes.
They also tell me that there's a desire for you to make a difference in other people's world. Does this also make sense?
Yes.
And that there's a mission, a message that you're going to be taking out into the world. It's not something that's happening yet, because I feel like we're still nurturing self and nurturing family. How old is your child, please?
She's 1 and my son is 6.
Okay, I have the sun energy here because they tell me about the sun. I have the sun. So when's your son's birthday, please?
7/20/2011.
Okay. 720. That's another great number. I think that number is going to come out. I don't know if they played the number in Indiana, but I got to tell you that 720 is a number. I see that everywhere lately. So, and that's my father's birthday. So I like that number.
Oh,
remember.
That's my best friend's birthday.
It's a good number. I like that number, 720. Yes, we're going. Everyone listening, add that to your list of numbers to play according to Sarah Spiritual. So anyhow, Liana, I feel as if your son has a lot of potential, but I don't feel like he's getting all the right guidance in his classroom or in his school. Does that make sense to you? Is there like a problem with a teacher or a problem with a subject with one of his? I really feel like reading here. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, he's been struggling with that.
Okay. So I want you first to have his eyes checked. I want you also to check him for dyslexia. I'm not a doctor, but sometimes we need to do a couple of tests because I feel like he's struggling, but something's not clicking, and does not mean that your son is not intelligent. I feel like he's feeling uncomfortable, but I'm also feeling that there's something that's not clicking, and if we can just identify what that is, it's going to be so easy. And it's not going to, because right now it's affecting his confidence in school. And then I don't feel like he's behaving the way he normally does. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So we want to spend a little time with the reading, and we want to see if we can get some assistance from the school system. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And that will make a tremendous difference for him.
Okay. I know I don't want to hold up your phone lines, but if you're sensing anxiety or anything, I was just wondering, is there anything that you have that maybe, can help me, or whatever this feeling, whatever these feelings are, or uneasiness. You know, if
the energy around you, is that correct? Okay. So take a nice breath.
Okay.
Just take a breath. All right. Are you in a car?
Yeah.
You're driving?
Yeah.
All right, then don't close your eyes. That's all. Just please don't close your eyes. But just take a nice breath, okay? And I'm going to send you some energy right now. And as I'm sending you this energy, I want you to repeat after me. I am filled with divine light. Filled with divine light.
Filled with divine light.
I am showered with love.
I'm showered with love.
And I am perfectly safe.
And I'm perfectly safe.
I'm in the flow of the universe.
I'm in the flow of the universe.
And I am the expression of God.
And I am the expression of God.
Okay. I just felt something lift from you just there. I just felt the shift, honey. So even though you may not remember exactly what we say, go to my Sarah Spiritual Facebook page and write it down. And I want you to say that every day. Because I think what you've forgotten is that you are an expression of the divine God. And that you're the vehicle of God. And I think if you would remember that, you and everyone else listening, if we would only remember that within us radiates this powerful, powerful light and energy and essence of love, the most powerful force in the universe, that which we fear, we would really realize is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. And we would cease to pay attention. And the less attention we pay on our fear, our insecurities, or our emotional thought processes that have been conditioned to make us feel that we're not good enough or not worthy, or that we're afraid because we have lack, or we come from lack. And we realize that the power that created the entire universe all around us, this magnificent force of energy, Liana, is radiating through you. And it's said where the light of God is, right? Nothing can overcome that because the light of God never fails.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it always helps to read the 23rd Psalm whenever someone feels angst and out of sorts. The 23rd Psalm is such a powerful, powerful psalm to read. It changes everything. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to the show. I will send the angels around your children, and I will send the angels to give you clarity and understanding and the knowing as to what you're supposed to do next, and for you in the waiting period to feel at peace within self. All right, my dear?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Bye.
God bless.
Bye. It's so important for us as humans, especially in the time of a world that is very unstable at times, to just remember that things may go on around us. And some of them have been very tragic in recent times. And we know that very well here in South Florida. That through the darkness, there's always light. That love exists in every human being. And that some may have lost the ability to love or to feel love or to give love. But that we the people, we have the power. We have all the energy of love around us. And that we can send that love out to those that are misaligned, to those that are feeling out of sorts. And that anxiety, well, it's caught up in conditioned emotions that have made us not feel safe. And the world has proven at times to not feel like a very safe place. But we are always protected. And we are always safe. And we have the power to create even more safety by letting our children know, by letting our loved ones know how much we love them. And if we look back a few calls earlier, by loving ourselves. It's wonderful to give to others, but to give to someone else and not give to yourself, that creates imbalance. And then that creates an imbalance that ripples throughout the entire planet. And it causes a rift because our cup runneth over. Our cup has to be full before we give away the excess. We need to honor self. So often we lose ourselves in doing so much for someone else that by the time we realize that we forgot who we are, the anxiety of feeling it's too late and we miss the boat, well, it starts to build up. Nothing that you desire has passed you by. It's all waiting right there for you. There's no dream, there's no desire, there's no love, there's no abundance, there's no successful career or job that's passed you by. You've been getting ready for it this whole time. You've been getting ready. So whatever you feel, you still want, it's coming. It's coming. And you are getting ready. Trust that everything has its time. Trust that everything happens for a reason. And when you feel out of sorts, a little unbalanced, take a breath and remember that you're one with God. That a divine universal flow of energy flows through you with such a force that the more you open up your arms in receptivity, the stronger it goes. And the more momentum you build, and the more protected you are, and the more centered you are, and the more peace you'll find. And remember that everything always works out, and that which we fear never really plays out the way we imagined. It's just rooted in some misalignment. Remember to love yourselves, everyone, because love is and always will be the only answer. It is the reason why we have come to this earth. We've come to give love. We've come to be of service. And we've come to enjoy the physical expression. Thank you so much for spending time with me here on WWNN. I greatly appreciate those of you who follow me in Atlanta. I appreciate the Facebook listeners and Periscope listeners and watching. I appreciate you all. And from my heart to yours, soul to soul, I greatly do appreciate you and love you. God bless you, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking